AMD는 호실적 발표에도 오늘 장에서 17% 넘게 주가가 하락했습니다. 1분기 매출 가이던스 98억 달러가 시장 기대에 못 미쳤다는 평가가 나왔기 때문인데요. AMD는 올해 1분기 매출이 전분기보다 소폭 감소할 것으로 전망했습니다. 1분기 실적 전망이 다소 조정된 가운데 AI 제품의 본격적인 판매는 하반기가 될 것이라고 분명히 하고 있습니다. 리사수 CEO는 AI 수요가 최근 60일에서 90일 사이에 급격히 빨라지고 있다고 밝혔습니다. 본격적인 변곡점은 MI450 시리즈와 같은 차세대 AI 칩과 이를 묶은 헬리오스 렉 시스템이 나오는 하반기라는 설명인데요. 직접 그녀의 발언 들어보시죠.
Take off the table the idea that your guidance disappointed. Your guidance was actually pretty consistent with what you've been saying. Second half, I don't know why anyone would think it was going to be second quarter. Am I missing something? Did you tell people that it was going to be second quarter and it turns out to be second half and they're disappointed? Where does the disappointment come in?
Well, let me say something, Jim. When we think about how the compute market is evolving, let me just give you a picture of where the trends are right now in AI. I know there's a lot of conversation, every morning on the show, you guys are talking about where is the AI trade. What I would tell you from someone on the inside is AI is accelerating at a pace that I would not have imagined. So you see, AI demand from the hyperscalers, you see AI demand from enterprises, and what is the foundation of all of that is compute. And so what is really important for us is to ensure that, we have the full range of compute. Now, as we go into the first quarter is usually seasonally down for us because we do have some consumer exposure. And I think the most important thing is we're actually seeing our data center business actually increase from Q4 into Q1, which is a show of the strength of the business, both on the CPU side, which is going like gangbusters, and with our AI capabilities and GPUs, we're seeing very nice ramp into the first half of the year. But yes, we're going to have an inflection point as we go into the second half of the year with our new MI450 series and our Helios rack systems.
But let's talk about that, Lisa, because one of the things that I think is important that people don't understand is that, yes, it's absolutely true that Vera Rubin certainly has some qualities. This is the next generation to be unveiled at GTC, not that far from now. Vera Rubin's got really some terrific stuff, but your stuff, when it comes to memory, is actually bigger and better.
That's absolutely right, Jim. What we're seeing today is because there's so many AI workloads out there, you really have to optimize, and that's optimize for training and optimize for inference. And from our standpoint, we're just seeing an explosion of inference as enterprises are using more and more AI. And that's exactly the sweet spot for our MI450 series and Helios. So we're super excited about how that's coming up. The development is going extremely well, and we're working closely with our customers and the entire supply chain to bring that to market in the second half of the year.
Lisa, I want to just go back to a comment you just made where you said AI is accelerating at a scale I would never have imagined or not have imagined. And I just want to understand that a little more. Not have imagined when? Even recently? And what do you mean when you say it? And, again, this rate of change is so quickly. Is it only going to increase?
Well, David, what I would say is, with every period of time, like if you had asked me 6 months ago, I would say, hey, demand is strong and we're continuing to see good signals from, our top customers. I think when I say that we're seeing an acceleration, I would say in the last 60 to 90 days, we have actually seen an acceleration, particularly when we think about 2026. And, that comes in terms of, demand patterns, forecasts, and just the general feeling like there's not enough compute out there for everything that wants to be done. And you've heard that from a number of our top customers, but I can say that we see that on the inside. There's a desire to ramp compute more quickly. And as we said at the top, it is not only for the GPUs, but we're seeing very, very strong demand for CPUs as a result of all of this AI enterprise work that's going on there is actually pulling more CPU content, which is, a great place for us to be.